The Honor and Oppo only drained by 6, the iPhone, Vivo, and Galaxy all drained by 7, while the Pixel gets hit the hardest with a 10-point drop. So heading into this gaming test, one thing I'm really curious about is whether the phones with lower resolution displays will have an advantage, since technically they are rendering fewer pixels. Of course, at the same time, this isn't the most demanding game out there, it's just Alto's Adventure, it's not like a heavy 3D title, but nonetheless it is still taxing the GPUs, where after an hour, there may actually be something to that, as the two lower resolution Snapdragon devices outperformed the higher resolution Galaxy. Not just in terms of percentage, which would be obvious given their bigger batteries, but also in terms of their efficiency. Meaning, as we work on maps, we now have 4 distinct groups. We have the OnePlus clearly out ahead, the Oppo, Honor, and Vivo are all duking it out for second place, while the iPhone and Galaxy are in contention for the next sets, with the Pixel clearly behind. And after an hour of simulating navigation later, that trend only continues, with there now being a 30-point delta between the phone in first place and last. Here in Spotify, we just have our robots listening to music, with the biggest factor being the speakers, which unlike a lot of the other tests, you can't really optimize for with software. Raw battery capacity is usually the thing that matters most here, and an hour later, that's exactly what we see. Now, this Snapchat test is the most intensive that we've done so far. It uses multiple components on the phones at the same time, where a lot happened over that hour. The current champ in the Find X9 Pro puts itself right back in contention for first, while the OnePlus is now officially 30 points ahead of the iPhone. And we're not even done yet. This final stage here is App Cycle, where we're opening and closing the same set of apps in a loop. Now, any phone that can make it this far has good battery life in my book, but we're not here to find out which phones have good battery life. We're looking for the best in the world, and 45 minutes into it, the Pixel officially drops out of the race, coming in 7th. While the iPhone and Galaxy are now nearly tied. However, the Galaxy does look like it's training at a faster rate, so while it goes for an hour and 30 minutes longer than the Pixel, it still only comes in 6th. The iPhone 6% lets it go on for 40 minutes longer than the Galaxy does, putting it in 5th place, meaning all 3 of the non-silicon carbon battery phones are officially out of it. At which point, the OnePlus 15 is at a whopping 33%, the Find X9 Pro is at 21%, while the Magic 8 Pro and Vivo X300 Pro are each at 8%, which was enough for the Vivo to last another 45 minutes before dying, with the Honor going 9 minutes longer than that. And then there were 2. So we got the current champ in the Oppo Find X9 Pro, and what almost certainly looks like it's going to be the new champ in the OnePlus 15, which still has 26% left to go. And another hour and 12 minutes into App Cycle, there you go, the Find X9 Pro finally gives out, lasting just an insane 31 hours and 12 minutes total. But we're not done yet. The OnePlus 15 still somehow has 17% remaining, meaning not only do we pass the 6-hour mark in App Cycle, but it goes on for 7 hours and 10 minutes, bringing its total time to a mind-boggling 33 hours and 10 minutes, making the winner and the new phone buff style battery champ, the OnePlus 15. Anyway, that is it for me in this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. We put weeks and weeks into this to try to get everything as accurate as possible. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.